In this video, we are going to show you Soap Creek Dispersed Camping Area in Arizona. This spot has amazing views of the Vermilion Cliffs, but it is a bit tricky. Then we are headed over to Lee's Ferry to check out the Colorado River, and finally, I'm going to show you how to see North America's largest bird, the California Condor. We have another beautiful boondocking option for you. This is free. It is called Soap Creek Dispersed Area. This is BLM land. That over there is the Vermilion Cliffs. Super beautiful views. What I like about this site is it's very open and spacious with gorgeous views. We are 10 minutes from Lee's Ferry and the Marble Canyon area, old Navajo Bridge. What I don't really like about this is the road coming in. Every time you leave and come back, you're driving over those rocks. That can get a little obnoxious. You have to open and close the gate behind you. The entrance to this boondocking area is quite gnarly, so I don't really love all of that about it, but what I do love is the beautiful views that we have here. Cell service here is quite limited. I have had some Verizon cell service. Sometimes I bounce between LTE and 3G. It has been okay to work, but I think if I were to be here for an extended stay, I would probably want to use my WeBoost to get a little bit more signal. This place is also great for solar and great for Starlink. It has been super quiet. There are about 6 spots on this side. Getting into this site can be a little tricky. There is no official road. If you go between these 2 posts here, that might be a good option. We were able to get in here. We didn't have any trouble. We just took it really slow. Kyle angled it pretty well. If you come in from the west, there might be a nice slope that you can pull in here as well. And then when you arrive, there will be a gate. I will go help get this gate open and let these other people out. Once you go past the gate, and make sure to close it behind you, the road in here is a little bit gnarly. Just pick your route. You should be fine. Soon after that, you will get to a fork in the road. If you go left, this way is much more rockier, and we will show you footage of that. If you go right, this way is also rocky, but it is not as bad as the other way. The first site that you get to is a huge area. You could probably fit multiple rigs in this area. You can see the one trailer is just parked over on the side. The second spot that we come to, medium length. This spot right here is quite small. This would be good for truck camper, camper van. The site that we chose here would be the 4th site in. Once you get to this, what looks like a fork, this is actually a loop around, and we'll take you back out. There's the site that the van was in, and then There's another site over here. Right next to this sign, there is a trail. If you walk out there, you will be greeted with a beautiful view of the canyon and the river. So when you get to the fork, we decided to take the route to the right. Comments said that the road is better than the left, although the road on the right is still rough. It is definitely not as rough as the left route. The left is very rocky, lots of big rocks that look sharp. If you take the left side, there is, after the first patch of rocky section, a nice spot. I would not want to come out here and leave. I would only want to come out here and stay put. For me, the stress of driving this road isn't worth being on the canyon. The first third of the road is pretty rough, but then it improves and there are less big rock sections to get through. This is the first spot that has a view of the canyon. This is Marble Canyon, and the Colorado River is below. And the comments on Compendium and iOverlander say if you brave that rocky road, you will be rewarded. And absolutely, this is a gorgeous view. Please stay away from the edge. Please stay away from the edge. This second site along the cliffs, you could have a nice panoramic view of the canyon here. You're kind of out on a peninsula, it almost feels like. Once you reach the two big sites on the canyon, I wouldn't recommend going further unless you are high clearance and 4x4 because the road has a real steep and rugged section and there really aren't any other spots. We took the road to the end and it just kind of stops. We are visiting Lee's Ferry. Lee's Ferry is known for being the starting point for Grand Canyon rafting trips and it is really beautiful in this area. They have a handful of hikes you can do here, as well as a sandy beach where you can go swimming in the Colorado River. You can also launch your own watercraft and go upriver all the way to Horseshoe Bend. You can also rent a boat or book a tour. This location is also popular for world-class trout fishing. If you didn't want to boondock, you could always stay at the Lee's Ferry campground. It's no hookups. $20 a night, $10 if you have the senior access pass. There's a dump station and water. You get cell service here, covered picnic tables, and beautiful views of the Vermilion Cliffs and also the Colorado River. This is the Navajo Bridge and it is a great spot for condor viewing. I don't know if you can see, but right now I am looking at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We walked up a little further and there are actually 6. Can you find all 6? I can see all of them. The California Condor is North America's largest and most beautiful, ugliest bird with a wingspan of 9.5 feet and a body size of 4.5 feet. Due to humans, their population dwindled to nearly extinction in the 80s with only 22 remaining. They were all collected, and rehabilitation efforts has brought the population back to over 560, with over half of them living in the wild. Although they are rebounding, they are still very much threatened, mostly due to lead poisoning from hunters using lead bullets and leaving the guts and carcasses behind, which the condors consume. They are found only in select parts of the Southwest, and we had the chance to see 6 of these beautiful birds at the Navajo Bridge in Arizona, enjoying the warmth from the sun. We went twice actually, the first time in the evening and the second time in the morning, and both times we saw 6 birds. These birds are quite amazing and impressive to see in the wild, and I have quite an appreciation for them. This one's moving. There it goes. We unfortunately only spent one night here. We had plans to spend more time and explore Vermilion Cliffs, but high winds were coming and we decided it would be best to leave since we were on a schedule. Oh, go, 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 go. Go, go! I think we scraped that back, Jack, just a little, but I think it's all right. It's pretty crazy getting out of here. So the jack is bent. Not super terrible. We might be able to bend it back. We put our worst jacks in the back because we seem to drag them sometimes.